It sometimes takes great effort to get your car out when it's stuck up in mud pits and sand pits like this. What generally people do is they rev their engine so high that they think the car can come out with greater power, but it never happens because the tires keep rotating so much with higher velocity that it's gonna dig more deeper into the sand pit or mud pit. So my technique is something different, where I don't rev the engines high, and a bit of just a bit of effort can get this vehicle out of this mud pit or sand pit. So it just requires a bit of artistic movement between the clutch and the accelerator, and this vehicle can come out of the pit very slowly just by maintaining maximum friction between the tires and whatever is beneath it. Let me show you how. First, I would like to try and explain what people are doing generally by punching the engine with high power and making the wheels to rotate at higher RPM. As you see in the animation, the wheels will dig itself into the sand and it will make harder for you to come out of the mud pit or a sand pit. In these situations, I see most of the people try to move their vehicles in the forward direction, which is not any rule. I suggest to move your vehicle in the direction opposite to whatever the direction you have come there. If you have come to the sandpit in this direction, then try to move your vehicle in the opposite direction. Similarly, if you have come to the sandpit in this direction, then try to move in the opposite direction like this. This is the correct method because you don't need to face the ramp of the sand or the mud. Guys, it should be really fun to recall our basic physics classes of friction, what we learned in the schooling. Here on the x-axis I have applied force, and on the y-axis I have frictional force. Remember, any object only moves or slides or rolls only when the applied force increases with the frictional force, and on a certain point, that is the peak of the curve, which is called as threshold of motion, the object will start to slide, roll or move. If you're rotating your wheels very fast, this is how the curve goes. The applied force increases, but the friction never increases, and this doesn't work at all. And in my method of slow clutch engagement and slow acceleration, the tires try to maintain maximum friction in and around the point of threshold of motion. In fact, back and forth of threshold of motion until the vehicle comes out of the sandpit. For the demonstration purpose, let me purposefully dig into the sandpit. For the first trial, the engine stopped. That means I'm doing it correctly because I'm not powering the engine so much and I shouldn't do it. And remember, I'm moving in the opposite direction to whatever the direction I've come here. I hope you guys have noticed the sound from the engine that says that I didn't accelerate the engine so much. That is the key in my technique, because I don't want to skid the wheels there itself and dig deeper into the sandpit. I'm pausing the video to explain this in step by step. I slowly engaged the clutch to somewhere around 40% and just recognized that the vehicle just made a small movement. At that moment, I still slowly engaged the clutch to somewhere around 70% and increased the power of the engine by 10% by increasing the RPM of the engine by using the accelerator. By the sound of the engine and movement of the vehicle, you should have understood by now that I am slowly engaging the clutch from 70% to higher and increasing the acceleration of the engine or RPM of the engine slowly. I'm doing all this exercise slowly and increasing the power slowly and not suddenly, because the tires shouldn't slide there itself. That moment when you recognize your vehicle is no more moving, you should engage the clutch to 90% and increase the acceleration more and more slowly, that the vehicle will come out. That is the final step. You should be doing this clutch and accelerator movements at the same time and not individually at different times. As also discussed earlier, moving in opposite direction works than moving in forward direction. This is the video explaining that. There are two other easy methods to pull your car in situations like this. I'm making a separate video for that. Till then, consider subscribing. Please like, comment and share as it gives me more motivation to make such videos.